Hey guys, Tina here, the Critical Virgo. Welcome back to another Fragrance Fridays. So today I have something really special. It was recommended to me by Maximilian Husler, a fellow YouTuber. If you haven't checked out his channel, go check it out. I'm going to put a link to it down below. He's one of my favorite male reviewers because he covers such a wide variety of houses. Houses you've probably never heard of before. He's very thorough, and I really appreciate all that because, to be honest with you, I get tired of hearing about the same ones over and over again. So yeah, go check that out. He partnered together with Sarah McCartney to create this masterpiece right here from 4160 Tuesdays, and it's called Maxed Out. Hopefully that picks up. And it's supposed to be like an interpretation of his life, crazy nights in New York. And without getting into too much detail, it really resonated with me because I was born and raised in New York, and I'm assuming we're, around the same age. I can definitely recall a lot of crazy nights where I left on a Friday night around 9-10 o'clock and, went out to a club, maybe left the club when the sun already rose and they shut it down. And sometimes, not making it home until Monday morning to get ready for the weekly grind. And that's about all I'm willing to share, because we're just not there yet in our relationship. The notes on this are rum, coconut and lime, tobacco, coffee, cannabis essential oil, vintage musks, vanilla, cumin, and atlas cedar. And before I forget, this is a 30 ml bottle and it retails for $150. And I know you're probably like, what? But it's super concentrated. A little bit goes a long way and it's worth every penny. I really do enjoy this. So when I first spray this, I get hit with coconut and lime, rum, some tobacco, and it's very smooth. I think that's because of like the vanilla, and there's like a hint of woods in there too. Now, throughout the whole life of this, I really never get that cannabis. I'd be curious to hear from some of you guys if you've experienced it, like this fragrance, and you get that. I just can't find it. I've searched for it over and over. One other thing is, within the first like 10 to 15 minutes, the rum and the tobacco kind of fade away. They just dry up, and it kind of upsets me a little bit just because they're so beautiful, and the opening on this is bananas. I wish they would just hang out just a little bit longer. I'd really like to see this released in a different, under a different name, maybe like the Intense one, where that's amped up because I enjoy it so much. Also, another thing to mention is this is definitely not a safe blind buy. I would try it before you buy it because I've read a lot of feedback online, and a lot of people say that like the cumin goes bad on them. To be honest with you, I don't get a lot of cumin in this at all. In fact, the only time that I could ever maybe pick it up would be toward the end. So that's just something to note. I could imagine him, going out for like drinks, maybe starting the night with maybe a mojito or a margarita in a smoky bar, because back in the day, people used to smoke in bars. They don't do it anymore in New York or in a lot of other states, but they used to. And, as the night went on and as this perfume fades, that you get that cumin, like I said, just very faint. And it reminds me of maybe like if you had like if you went on a bender and, didn't shower for maybe a day or so, and just like that light body funk. I don't want to like say it in that way because it sounds like horrible. It's not a bad odor, but it would just be an interpretation of somebody who might have, been sweating and hadn't showered. It's a gorgeous unisex fragrance. I get tons of compliments on this when I wear it. The longevity on this is, it's bananas. It's so concentrated. I get a good 10 hours out of it. And, for somebody who has skin that eats fragrance, that's a huge compliment. That says a lot. And projection, probably like 2 to 3 feet, especially if it's warm out. When it was cold on a 12-degree day, I could smell this, wafting up from my jacket. So, and even as I was walking, my boyfriend said something about it. So, yeah, it definitely travels, and people, they notice it and they like it. It's very sexy for a man or a woman. Once this dries down, I also want to mention that it gets like this tropical vibe because all I'm left with are the coconut and lime mainly. So this really, it really brought me back to like my days in Miami. I would say it's more of a scent that reminds me of Miami than New York because, you know, down in Miami back in like '07, a lot of people would wear coconut lime verbena from Bath and Body Works, and especially when they went down to Miami, because I don't know, when people go to like tropical areas, they just feel compelled to bring out every coconut fragrance they have. I don't blame them. I would do the same, and now that I'm in Ohio, I probably would do the same. And you know, down on Collins Avenue in Miami Beach, you get like these wafts of boozy scents from behind the bars, because you do have the breeze, the ocean breeze, and these open bars, and people are smoking cigars and stuff all the time. So this really brings me to Miami and my crazy nights there. So if you guys have tried out this scent before, I'd love to hear from you. Put your comments down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will put a link to Max's channel, a place where you can purchase this, and all my social media links, and a link to my blog. I'm going to do a full review on this, and I have a new rating system. If you feel like I gave something an unfair rating, you can go there and put your input in, and it changes the scoring 100%. So I'm gonna give this one a 9 out of 10. It would be a 10 out of 10 if the rum and tobacco could hang out a little bit longer. Again, I'd like to see this maybe released in under a different name, like an intense version with that just amped up, because I think that'd be like the ultimate interpretation of one of his crazy nights out, because I'm sure that the rum and the tobacco didn't just hang around for a few short moments if it was a long, crazy night. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Till next Friday, bye.